It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings, and it's coming up next.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
And I think if there's one quarterback in the league who sometimes gets taken for granted, to me it's Matt Ryan, because I think throughout his career, he's been consistently excellent. Frequent member of the 4,000-yard club, savvy veteran, knows how to throw the deep ball and create big plays. And yes, he will beat you from the pocket.
On the opening play, here's Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and to shut that one down with little gain.
Eight yards to go on second down. Here's Ryan. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. This one completes out at Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now the NFL's leading rusher 2021, Jonathan Taylor.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Ryan to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And it's a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, you have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They'll hold them to no gain.
That one finds Spears right side.
Able to get a couple there. And that's going to bring out the 4th down. And the Vikings have been predicted pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
Always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff at field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
All defense worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and making away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins now.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit. Now they have to punt this one away.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Ryan.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job burning him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Ryan.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So on 4th down, Matt Hawk on to punt for Indy.
There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Off the play fake, Cousins on the move to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Cousins now on second down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series...
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Faison.
And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A 1st down throw for Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Cook up the gut. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Still 2nd down.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball, put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
And here's Ryan right now
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, just about of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now we give to Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now Ryan on 1st down.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Able to slither by. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down defense because a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Ryan. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This drive's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
And based on my math, They've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Kaneda now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest the first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Second and 7.
Again, it's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins to throw it.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
To throw, Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. It's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it.
And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So long drive gets it down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They go play action now. Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
The other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to put it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on a first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he can even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now what a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit, get the running game going back inside.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. First down, here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And decided to run ahead, trying to really help to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Cousins now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he will have a Vikings first down as his defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 5.
Now Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Touchdown!
K.J. Osborne
from 13 yards out.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half and fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off all the way to touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On first down, Ryan.
That's going to be caught by Allie Cox.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. But a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but it just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Ryan. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw is Ryan.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he pulls it in for the Colts touchdown.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites the team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give them a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taking in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Nwongu now from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins. And a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on third down. That usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Ooh, with a juke. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Corner Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And that is incomplete here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins now.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, held back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And here's Ryan right now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and try to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And it gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And space tough to come by there. It's going to get maybe a yard to the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down in the field alerting everyone of the fumble.
He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out comes Minnesota. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Cousins now to throw on first down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but when he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the interception, here's Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan
over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another first down there.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so that 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
They'll throw again. Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4.
The offense knew they were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Cousins. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Now Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
This from 36 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run enough play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Here comes Rager.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. And the timing a bit off that time as that would fall to the ground.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brendan Faison. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And complete, right side to Cook. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Joseph on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
And the Colts coming out now.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Here's Ryan. And he's got Pierce. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
Yeah, able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. His throw incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, nice move. And he's going to be brought down short of 1st at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And here's Ryan right now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Rodgers to return it. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And even 100 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
A big hitter to start the drive has it up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and sacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on a completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Taylor. The stop made there by Chandon Sullivan.
That's how they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, they certainly had success throughout the contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Ryan. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Ryan. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
James Lynch
coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hand quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So Cousins and the Vikings down 23-20, 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Flushed, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now, a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. So just nowhere to escape the pressure that time. He goes down for a safety, and that should all but do it here in this one.
Yeah, they put up a good fight, but you're right. Now they have to kick it away, and this one definitely looks like a lost cause.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's right, baby.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And they're able to work this across to the 25 before it's all said and done.
157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? And who said it downs? Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job coming here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win?